everybody, it's Hannah and welcome back. For this video, I will be doing a monthly plan with me for August, and for the theme, I chose kites, which I haven't really seen been done yet, so I thought it'd be cool to try something new and sort of different. So I just started out by labeling August on the front page with a 0.8 fine liner, and I just kind of wrote it in a cursive style. Moving on to the background, I decided to add 3 different kites to the background, and the thing about kites is you can kind of add whatever kind of pattern you want or whatever colors and details to it, so you're not really like following any rules with kites, and you can kind of just draw whatever you feel. So for the color theme, I also chose kind of this pink color, like 2 different pinks, and then a green and a blue. And as you can see, I'm just like designing these kites, and one of them has like bows and dots, other one has like ribbons hanging off of it. It's just kind of whatever you want works. And for the colors, I'm using the Crayola Super Tips as well as some mild liners that I thought would look nice in the spread. And then I also decided to add a second page to this layout because I was kind of looking at August, and then I realized it kind of spells a gust of wind and kites fly in the wind. So I kind of just added in that there. It's not really like a quote, but I just thought it'd look cool. And then I also added some more kites to the background. And again, kind of with the kites, you can do whatever kind of patterns you want with any colors, but I just chose the 3 colors, and I'm using different shades in different parts too. So moving on to the monthly page, I just decided to do a normal box layout, and that's what I'm measuring out right now. So just like the first page, I added in August in the same kind of cursive style, and on the left side of the page I also added a goals and notes little box just to take up some extra space. Then at the top of each box I colored in where the days will go with the green, blue, and pink, just kind of alternating between them and the different shades. Then I also outlined each box where the notes and goals will go and labeled each day of the month. And I also labeled each day on top of each column. Then I added in some kites in the background, which this spread doesn't allow for so much decorations, especially kites. So I tried to add in a couple at the bottom, but didn't really work out, so I kind of just added like some winds in to take up the extra space. And then on the bottom right, I didn't want to add in another kite, so I just decided to do a little quote that just says, "Be yourself." And then last but not least, I went on to color in the whole page and each kite. After that, I also decided to add a drop shadow to the goals and notes box. Moving on to the habit tracker, for the header I decided to go with a pink and a bit more of a simple style for the handwriting, and then I also added in like a black drop shadow to each letter to make it pop a bit more. So I just labeled each number of the day going down, and at the top I'm just drawing a little icon for each habit that I'm planning on doing. Then moving on to the sleep tracker, I chose the blue for this one with the same kind of simple handwriting and black drop shadow. And then this one's pretty self-explanatory. I'm just labeling all the days again, and then I'm gonna write out the times from around 9 to 10 p.m. to around 9 to 10 a.m. And then in the extra space below the habit tracker, I decided to add in 2 kites to fill in the space and add some color. So moving on to what I call the daily log, you just write a sentence about how you felt each day or what you did, just anything really. So for this one I went with the green color and the same simple handwriting, and then I'm just going to make a little column and label each day for each line. Moving on to the right side, I decided to do a brain dump page with the pink color this time to kind of just write down any ideas I get or something I'm planning on doing. And then I just added in some kites to the side of the page, because I usually just write my ideas like randomly in the page, and I don't like write it paragraph style here, so it doesn't really matter. So for the weekly spread, I went for something a little different. And what I mean by this is I just drew a huge kite in the middle of the page, and the days will go around it. And I went a bit crazy with the design, but I think it turned out quite nicely. And then I just added a small kite next to it to just fill in some extra space and not make it look so bare and like alone. And then I just labeled each day kind of spaced out along the page, with Saturday and Sunday sharing the same line. And then I used the colors of the theme to just draw a line down each side to outline each day. So here's the flip through for this month. I hope you guys enjoyed it and hopefully got some ideas or felt inspired. I really liked the way that the colors turned out in this theme, and also it was fun to try something new with the whole kites and stuff. But anyways, so here we have the habit tracker and sleep tracker. These next couple pages all were kind of simple, but I think it really just kind of fits and it's not too busy. And then last but not least, we have this example of a weekly layout page, which turned out pretty nicely in my opinion. So that was it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it and the theme and the colors, and thank you for watching.